guys, welcome back to my channel. Right, today guys, I'm going to show you the brand new Kings Plus 270 XL Tourer freestanding awning system. Now this is the big daddy. This is massive. This is really big. So you can see it's up here. We've just got it mounted last night on our custom built camper here. It's nearly 2.6 meters long there, closed up in the bag. So I'm going to open this up and show you guys in a bit more detail what it looks like and what I think is really good about it. Now again, this is the big daddy, so it actually has the wing coming out this side and to this side, and we get a full 270 degrees open awning when it's fully opened, which was perfect for us because we've got a back door on our camper and a side door here, and we wanted to have it all fully enclosed and have the option of obviously putting the tent sidewalls, which we've also purchased. So stick around and I'll show you some details. Okay guys, so now I'm going to open it up for you from woe to go and just show you how quick it is to set this entire canopy freestanding unit up. It's really quick. So I'm going to do it right now. Obviously I've got some platforms here from yesterday when we were installing it, so I'm going to climb up, but obviously you could have a little step ladder that we'd normally have in the camper with this. So I'm going to jump in right now. This is real time and you can see how much is involved to set it up. So firstly we are going to unzip right across each end here. We'll pull the covers up over the top, and we've actually got a couple of extra Velcros in here which we had when we were installing it, so these few items here actually will not be part of your normal process of opening. So now we've got the main Velcro straps which come with the unit, 1, 2 and 3, and away we go. Now you're pretty much open up, ready to deploy it out completely. Now to actually keep the unit tensioned and fully open, it does come with a couple of straps here. It is a little bit fiddly to put these in, to be honest. I'm going to try and change that to something else. So we've popped that through and I'll drag this straight around the side, right to the back of the camper and right over the back roof of the camper, where you can no longer see me in the video, but just behind I am going to attach that strap behind, and now we can see me again. I'm just going to pull that and tension that strap quite tight so you can see the back end now is already fully set up. And we'll do the same on this end. Again, I probably might try and redo the strap system here, just because it's a minor thing, but it's just one of those things, it's a bit fiddly. And we'll push that in that end and pull it right around to the front of the camper area here. And I've just got we've got a big trailer unit that this camper sits on. It's removable off the trailer. I'll do some other videos on this camper later on if you guys want to subscribe to my channel, and you'll be able to see a lot of detail about this camper and all the solar system we've installed. Now, as you can see, we're fully set up. So I'm really impressed with this, to be honest. Just the speed of this to set up and to pack it away is not a lot more difficult either. One of the things we wanted with our little camper unit here is it's ultra compact. We're planning to do a bit of a tour road trip sometime in the near future, where we might be stopping at multiple campgrounds over 3 or 4 weeks, with only a stop of 1 or 2 nights at a time in each location. So we want to be able to really set up real quick and pack up real quick, and this is a really great solution to do that, and you can see how quick that is. Now, just a little tip with the installation of this kind of a unit. I'm not going to go through all the installation details here because there's other videos on YouTube with that. But just a little thing I did notice after installing was the position this direction horizontally that we put the bag before putting the holes through the bolts, the bolt holes through on the back of the unit here. Ideally we should have had this bag just a very short fraction this way further, because in closing the bag up here on this pivot point here, it's actually quite a tight pull to get this over the corner there, whereas there's quite a bit of space on the other end here to pull that cover up and over and close it over the unit. So just something to keep in mind when you mount it. Just make sure you got a bit of leeway, space on both ends here to pull the cover on and off the ends of the unit. Okay, so taking a bit of a closer look at the design and the physical build of this unit, I'm really impressed with how this is actually designed and built. It just seems like really top quality materials used here, good alloy. A lot of the welds in here, they all look to be almost like robot welded, not like cheap backyard. Some stuff made in China is all actually hand welded, but this stuff's actually been really well welded together very neatly. And you'll see all these pivot points are very strong and solid. I have seen guys sort of hanging their weight off this, which I'm not going to do, but really quite solid here. Because of course you've got two issues. You've got downward pressure from rain or rain pooling and downward wind, but you've also got an upward pressure if you get a strong gust of wind coming in also. And honestly, I feel that this could actually take quite a substantial, really strong gust without actually breaking. You'll see it's got two sections across, two beam sections across here, and it's gusseted in between. So a really strong rigid design. I did look at a few other options in the market where they just had one alloy beam coming out that was maybe only even about 2 inches high. It just didn't look anywhere near as strong, and price wise, it was no cheaper than this unit here. So just straight out from price versus quality from the other ones I looked at, I think honestly this Kings one really does come out top. And I'm not, by the way, sponsored by or have anything to do with Kings. I have purchased this unit with our own money for our own personal use, and I'm just giving you my honest feedback as an owner of this piece of equipment. So to give you guys another perspective of the size of this awning, it is really big, which is exactly what we wanted. Now, for some reason they don't give all the measurements of this online, but if you wanted to know, from this surface here, the mount point, out to this edge here, your furthest point is around 2.1 meters. So, and you can see that with me standing here, how big that actually is. That was one of the reasons again why I bought this particular one. My wife really was quite insistent that we would have a big enough space here to put out a big dining table here and be able to sit right around this table and still be fully enclosed under this awning. And that's going to be easy, because remembering as well the zip-on awning units, which I'll try and add photos to this also, or the next video if you look at the end of this video, those awnings do come out at an angle here also. So you're likely to be almost 3 meters of ground space out to here, around that sort of number. It's just massive and fantastic. It really is. I mean, this is it couldn't have worked out better for us. So here we're taking another little angle view here so you can see at the back. Again, this is a 270 degrees awning, so almost basically a right angle here through that side of the awning here. But you can see this is perfect for our camper, because we've got our rear door access into the camper, which is now fully covered and enclosed, and right around into our main, if you like, outdoor living area, where we've got our side door access to the camper as well. But equally this would apply to if you have it on a four-wheel drive like our Land Cruiser. You'd have all your back door access into the back of your truck, and you'd have all your side door access into your side doors of the truck, and have all that living space. So again, really big. You can see, I mean, I'm not huge, I'm only about 165 in height, but you can see plenty of headroom above me, and again with my arms out, we're talking 165 wide here, with walls, the side walls attached again, they would angle out here. We've got masses of space out here that we can store all of our gear and even baggage, because our camper inside is actually quite small, so that's more just a sleeping space. So again, fantastic amount of space here. Now, just for a moment, talking about the freestanding nature of this awning, it really does work fine freestanding, I believe. You can put poles into all of these endpoints as well if you're, in some really bad weather and you want to string down and attach to the ground also and make that rock solid. So I've just put one of our adjustable poles that I have here in here as an example, but in my opinion we can probably use this most of the time completely freestanding. If I put a bit of weight on this is probably one of the weaker struts here. Even if I'm putting probably a good 10 or 15 kilos of pull onto this, it's still quite strong and rigid. There will be rain pooling that could occur in heavy rain weather with these awnings, so you're either going to have to knock that out occasionally, or there are tie down points here, rings like you can see here, where you can tie that down with ropes to the ground and create a water runoff, and I think that will work fine, but I'll give that a try and update about that also. But again, really good. Just another quick angle for you guys, just showing the full 270 degree opening of this awning canopy. Now, I did notice a couple of brands in the market, they're described as a 270 degree awning, but I did notice that they didn't actually quite open till the full 270 degrees, which means of course you should have a full right angle across these two edges of the canopy. Now, this King's unit does in fact open to the full 270 degrees, so it does go over the roof section here, actually slightly further than here. So it not only does open to 270 degrees, it's probably about another 2 degrees or 3 degrees over, so quite a good positive in my opinion from maybe some of the other brands. You don't really want it out here where you've got a gap and you've got rain coming through here with possibly some other canopies out there. This one does properly and fully extend, as I say, over that 270 degrees. Okay, so let's get to the negatives, if there are any, for this amazing freestanding canopy. To be honest, there really isn't anything which I've identified so far that I consider a negative. Overall, I just absolutely love it. The only thing I do want to mention here is that in our particular application, what you'll notice here is that at the front section here, where this wing is fully open, there's actually a distance here between the flush surface where the main I guess bracket mounting area is, out to where this wing is. There's actually quite a gap here, so you're talking a good 12 inches or so, 11 inches about here, and it does angle out slightly as it goes forward. For most people that might be a zero issue, but just in this particular case with our camper, I'm actually wanting to have this door area here fully covered and fully, I guess, weather covered. So I'm going to have to design and add on some small sort of canvas side panel onto this area here that actually shelters this door section. So again, it might be a complete non-issue for most people, but it's just something to be aware of in the design at the front here, that it does not, this canopy section does not come in right parallel to your mounting surface at the front end of it here. So just a quick comment or two on the mounting of the unit and the mounting brackets. You'll see here at the front of the camper I've used 2 lots of the standard mounting brackets that would normally mount to the roof rack sections of a 4-wheel drive, etc. Because I'm mounting to actually a plywood based camper here, I needed to make sure this was quite rigid, and I'll show a photo underneath this section here as well. Obviously there's a bit of rotational force when those wings are fully open, so I wanted that to be quite solid, so we do have 2 bolts attached to the upper area on the front mounting section here. Just for interest, I thought I'd take a little bit of an aerial view from the rear of the camper here as well, just so you can see how it looks wrapping around the rear and the side of the camper where it is mounted to the side. You'll see, of course, on our camper we have 3 quite large solar panels, and again I'm going to load additional videos about that, so check that out at the end of my video, and also on my channel if you'd like to subscribe. You'll see also just straight in front in the middle here you've got 2 sets of brackets at the rear of the mounting of the unit. Also, there's probably a little bit more weight at that rear area rather than the front, so as a standard mounting suggestion, they normally have 2 brackets at the back at this point and only 1 up at the front, but as I say, I've put 2 at both ends just to make sure we are rock solid. So there you have it, guys. That's my basic review of this, what I think is a really great product. Highly recommend it. Once again, I'm not sponsored in any way by Kings. I've got a few of their items, but really impressed. One other thing I'd point out, when I ordered this at a midnight one day, I think on a Tuesday, and it was here on the Thursday morning here in Auckland, New Zealand, literally barely 48 hours after I ordered it. So I was actually stunned by how quickly they delivered all the way from Brisbane, Australia to here in Auckland. Really impressed with Kings, how quickly they got it out, and of course I guess they were using the DHL delivery. So really impressed all round. I'm going to go away now and take a few more photos. I'll add at the end of the video. If you find this video useful, please leave your comments, please give it the thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel if you want to look at some other interesting stuff on this camper. I'm going to do a lot of detail on the solar installation here if you want to do a full solar build in your camper. And I'm going to go away now and design a little custom tarp extension here. So thanks for watching, guys, and have a great day.